we go again.
Hey man, let me tell you this right off the cuff. I went to go see Megan Thee Stallion this weekend and that girl Big Glow.
How did that go?
And first off, it almost made me want to come to her defense because I saw the little Eminem song that came out where he had the quick little shot at her on there though, man.
Man,
And it was
people
you
making
heard it?
way too much. Yeah, I heard it. People are making way too much more about that than what it is. I personally don't think it was so much as a shot at Megan as it just was a bar. I don't think it was I don't think it was I'm going at her. I just think it was a bar.
I don't disagree with you. It was a dope bar. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you
Yeah,
know what I'm
because
saying.
it took me a minute. Somebody had to say it again. Like I thought it was weird when I heard it, but it didn't quite hit me until I heard somebody say the bar. Like I was like, okay, that's just a quick flip. I didn't take it as like he was taking a shot at Megan.
Me neither. Me neither. No, and listen, and I'm convinced, to be honest with you. So let's just say hypothetically, right? If Megan Thee Stallion and Eminem had a song together, it's gonna have to be a tour song, right? And I only know of Eminem to have one like black club song, and I think that was on the album that he did some production with Zaytoven where he was rapping on like a lot of those trap style beats. And if I'm not mistaken, he had the song. It was a song with Juice World on it though, bro. Where it seemed like more of a club song though, bro. And that was the one where Joe Budden was like, "Man, don't nobody want to hear Eminem in the club." Yo, I thought it would be that kind of song. It would be a twerk song.
Yeah.
So speaking of twerking, hey, bro, let me tell you this though, man. Very thoroughly impressed, right? Very, very, very thoroughly impressed. And here's what I mean by that. So you think this is another one of these times where I try to tell people about living in Atlanta, bro. And when the people always say, "Oh, they say with guys, they say, oh, you don't want to move to Atlanta." You know what I'm saying? They say it's a lot of gay dudes out in Atlanta. There's a lot of DL, and I always maintain that that's more of a reason why you would want to move to Atlanta because at the end of the day, they taking out the competition for you, right? And everywhere I go, it's always droves and droves and droves of women, usually single women. So of course, go to the Megan Thee Stallion concert, and it is droves and droves, packs of women in 4 and 5, 6, 7 groups of women. And so that's the one thing, completely outnumbered. It was like 90% females there, right?
Hmm.
So the thing that impressed me was this. So let's talk about first off the girl Glorilla. So Glorilla is still fairly new, been on the scene for maybe about 2, 3 years, right? And I think that the thing that I was very impressed by, she had about a 30-minute set. And the thing that's always kind of funny is that it's almost like a contrast. I used to think that Glorilla makes like twerk kind of music, but I don't think that it's that. It's just mainly ratchet. It's very ratchet. The content that she talk about is very, very ratchet. It just so happens to be on the 808 beat, and then that's just what makes it work, all right? And so Glorilla comes out starts on time, by the way,
Hmm.
starts on time, no Lauren Hill, and gets out here. Now, mind you, I didn't realize. I mean, you see her on TV, and you might see her standing next to someone else, and you get an idea about her size or stature. Very short, right? Very short, very thin as well. So she has dancers, and her dancers is out there throwing it, bro. They out there thick and they throwing it though, right? And so it makes her look that much smaller because they look like they professional twerkers, bro. Like they was getting it. So she comes out in her 30-minute set and she does some songs that you have to be a Glow fan to basically know. It was almost like it wasn't dead spots, but it's like if you wasn't familiar with her catalog, right? then you could be like, oh, okay, I don't know this one. Mainly people our age, right? There's a lot of people our age who don't know. But there are people who you put the glow on and they know every single word of every single song she got on. And I was looking in the crowd at even the songs that I didn't necessarily know all the words to. And I like Glow. But I was blown away though, bro, that how much command she actually had, right? From an MC perspective, I was more so very impressed with how she moved the crowd, right? Because what's weird about it is that she ain't thick like Megan, so she ain't out here twerking, even though she got dancers that are twerking. And to be quite honest with you, she moved very much like a dude rapper. She was just kind of doing a thing, the same things you would see anybody do, and she would get involved a little bit with the girls' dance routine. But it's clear to me that she's not a dancer, right? Like she ain't 1-2 stepping, she ain't Sierra and Beyonce and Missy and none of them though, bro. But despite not being that though, man, I still thought that I was very impressed with her show. Now, the one thing I would say is that I do think that in terms of the entertainment value, more she got to beef up her stage game, her showmanship, because she had a cool only a 30-minute set, so it was no dull moments. But I thought that they could have been bigger. But it's just mainly because I always say that because it's clear to me that she was just rapping. She's a rapper, not necessarily a dancer, and I'm okay with that. But I think there's somebody else who's going there. If you've gone to see some Beyonce concerts and Chris Brown concerts, it's different. And you're going there to hear her rap. And it's cool. I enjoyed it thoroughly. But I think that's the critique that I think some of the folks who were of our age would have said, right? So then fast forward, Megan comes on. And listen, I'm gonna tell you this. The thing that I think that is interesting to me is that Megan had about an hour, 15 to hour and a half show. And what was crazy about her show is that she goes also again, you got to be familiar with all of Megan's songs, right? Not just the radio bangers, but the Tina Snow catalog, right? Those songs. And so you got those songs that Megan put on and those songs.
Right.
She had a bunch of other songs, oh man, and it was very surprising to me that I was just kind of curious if Megan really had a 30-minute set and not a full hour and a half. But for given the time that she was provided, bro, I thought that it was an amazing set. Now she did have some moments where if you wasn't even Glow, right? Glow was very concentrated, 30 minutes. But you're talking about an hour and a half, and if she goes a stretch where there's two songs where you don't know them, then it might just be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't, oh, you hyped up. And then kind of let down for a couple of. But me personally, though, bro, very entertaining all the way through. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, seeing the twerking in person, A1, bro. Listen, Ace, listen. Just thinking about that from I go hoop, bro, and after I get done, I gotta ice these knees up, bro. I got a whole recovery routine, right? So seeing her out here dropping it, and she is low almost the whole time. She is dropping it though. She got to be about maybe 5'10", 5'11", got heels on, looking about 6'1", 6'2", and she is dropping this thing though, bro. And the whole and I'm thinking like, dang, she had a show yesterday. She probably got another show. So you think about all this tour, she is on it, and I was so impressed though, man. But the cakes is real, bro. It was absolutely amazing though, bro. I was very impressed though, man, and
So
she
my
is protected at all times.
so did Cardi make an appearance?
No, by the way, I didn't realize that the research department absolutely hates when we say this, that she's a Texas treasure and should be protected at all times.
Why?
Said that, I said that, and I almost got kicked out the car though, man. I don't know. I didn't know that at all though, bro. I think that she said something. Something came up, bro. And I said, well, I'm automatically on Cardi. I said, I'm automatically on Megan's side. She said, why? I said, because she's a Texas treasure and she should be protected. Well, I could if she could have opened the door while we ride and pushed me out, she would have though, bro. I didn't know that it drives her crazy like that, though. And maybe it was just that moment. But Cardi didn't perform, but Lotto came out. Now listen, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you though, bro. I told you that I still have a problem with looking at certain women and think, oh yeah, she's sexy. You know, they might look good. You can't look at certain girls of certain age and say, oh, she's sexy. I might have to make a caveat for Lana. And the reason why I say this is because I think that she's fairly young. She's not 25 like Megan, right? But I think that the thing that I was very impressed, she came out here looking very casual, bro. She looked like she probably could have been wearing this and rent where she went to the and performed in. She could have performed this. She could have went to the store. She could have went to 7-Eleven and got a Slurpee with this on. She got some furry slides on. Looked like she got some sweatpants on, but still was out there looking fly though, bro. And that's what blew me away. It's almost like you know how like sometimes you might see somebody and you see them at the grocery store, right? And they just got sweatpants on, no makeup. You think like, damn, she fine. If she's fine, you know that outside of this environment, she got to be finer. That was the thing with Lotto. Very minimal effort on the looks. Still knocked it out there though to me though, man. And it was dope. She only did like maybe just a song. It was real quick though, bro. It was real dope, man. Like I
You live
said,
in Atlanta,
thoroughly
though, right?
impressed. What's up? Yeah,
I
she's from
don't know.
Atlanta. Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
And Cardi, I think that Cardi lives here or has a house here. So I thought for sure that she would have got up there as well, though, man. And so nah, everybody was kind of surprised though, man. But they had two shows. They had the one that we were supposed to go to was supposed to be on Friday. They had like some water main break out downtown, water that flooded everywhere down there. You got people out there in swim trunks and swimsuits out here with floaties on and rafts just floating up and down the streets out there in Atlanta, though, bro. And so they had to postpone it until Sunday. So we went last night. So they did the show still on that Saturday and Sunday, though, bro. And for that kind of energy, though, man, absolutely amazing, though. It was absolutely amazing, though.
That's
But I
what's
got
up.
to say, I really realized how much I was completely standing out over Megan, though, man. I'm always so. And I told you before, it took a little bit, but Glorilla, I'm all the way there.